What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today I am back from D23. I'm sure most of you guys don't know, but I did go away last week. I was at the D23 convention with Network 1901, which was super, super fun, but because I was there, I didn't do a lot of reading. I didn't even listen to my audiobook, so I don't have anything finished for this week. I actually did finish the Revenge of the Sith novelization, but I'm going to be talking about that over on Network 1901 because I've had a couple people ask me about it, and I want to go more into some Star Wars-y stuff instead of actually talking about it in the context that I normally do, just because it is a novelization, which is a little bit weird. So, since I don't have anything to review this week, and since I do have some new subscribers, hi to everybody who is new here, I thought I would take this opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about myself, and I thought a fun way to do that would be doing the unpopular book opinion tag. This is a tag that goes around on the booktube like all the time. I personally saw it on Litzy. I thought it'd be fun to do, so that's what we're gonna do today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so the first one is a popular book or series that you didn't like, and I'm going to have to go with the Twisted Tale series by Liz Broswell. I did not even finish the first book, which is A Whole New World. I just couldn't even, it was so bad, and it's still sitting over on my bookshelf here. It has a bookmark in it that says like my progress made, and I think it even says like when I dropped the book, and I'm not going back to it. I know I'm not going to pick it up again because it was literally Aladdin word for word, but with some weird like plot that was thrown into, I don't even know. I could not get on board for this book. I know so many people like it. I know a lot of people on the network ask me to talk about it, for like explain this book to me. It's not gonna happen. I did not like these books. I don't know the appeal of them. I wish I could like these books because they sound super cool, but just they were not for me. Okay, so for number 2, a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. And for this, I have to go with The Selection. And actually, the whole reason I started reviewing books in general was because The Selection series gets a lot of hate, and I don't know why, because I read these books, but back when I read them, you know, Kira Cass had only put out like the first 3, like the main series. I read each book in a day, and I read them back to back, and I was obsessed. I still love the Selection series. I have all 5 of them on my Kindle. They are the only books that I exclusively like always have downloaded on my Kindle so that I can just read them all the time. If I'm like sitting somewhere and I didn't bring a book, I just pull it up on my phone and I start them over again. I love them so much. I can see why people don't like them because they are a little bit, you know, they're kind of cheesy, like the romance is kind of dumb, like the plot and all that kind of stuff. It's basically like Bachelor fan fiction, basically is what these books are, but I just really like them. And I also liked Kira Cass's Siren book, which I can see a lot of people also not liking, but to me, they're really cool and they're cute, they're easy to digest, and I just read them over and over. Alright, number 3, a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with. And for me, early, you know, when I was reading, this happened all the time. I never liked the character that the main girl ended up with. That happened in the Iron Fae series. I always liked Puck. I didn't even like the main guy. I don't even remember his name. It happened in Hunger Games. I did not like Peeta. I still don't like Peeta. I really wanted her to end up with Gale. Not so much in Twilight. I was an Edward fan, but as time went on, it turned into a Jacob fan. So, you know, that's happened a lot. I tended to like the best friend a lot better. Now, as time has gone on, and I'm a fan of, you know, Kylo Ren and Zuko and Anakin Skywalker and Kevin Levin, and my tastes might have changed, but for the most part, starting out, I never agreed with the main girl's choice. So I don't know, man. Number 4, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. Now for this, I don't really know how to like put it into words, because when I reach for books, I guess I read a lot of young adult fantasy. Sometimes I will read contemporary, but I have very specific guidelines that I stay in, and I don't even know if I could like put into words what my guidelines are. And then I also like middle grade books, but the same kind of goes for that. I would say, if anything, I don't tend to reach for like high fantasy. The closest I've ever come, it has been like Aragon, and I would say I read some of like the Merlin the Lost Years books. And I'm not super into those. I like it when it's like a little bit more pulled down. I know that Sarah J. Maas's books are pretty high fantasy, but they're not like all the way there. I would say Aragon's definitely all the way there, and I wasn't super thrilled with where that series went anyway. It kind of started to bore me, but for the most part, I don't really know how to define genres, but if I had to pick one, it'd be high fantasy. Number 5, a popular or beloved character that you don't like. Yeah, so remember when I said I didn't want Katniss to end up with Peeta? I can't stand Peeta. I still don't like Peeta, and I feel like I need to reread the books again because I read these in high school. It's been a while since I've seen the movies, but I hated Peeta. I could not stand him. I still just, I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him at all. I wanted her to end up with Gale. I really liked Gale. I still really like Gale. So I still don't like Peeta. And everybody, like, all of a sudden was just all pro Peeta. And there was no Team Gale. I'm like, what do you mean you don't like it? Why are you shipping her with Peeta? Like, what? I just don't understand. In hindsight, if I went back to these books, I would like Katniss to end up with nobody because I don't think she needs anybody, and I also just don't like the direction that those books ended up going in. Mockingjay was not my favorite, but yeah, Peeta, never liked him. I just don't think I will ever like him. Number 7, a popular book trope that you are tired of seeing. This is probably the love triangle. I am so sick of love triangles, and what I really hate about it is when the first book doesn't have it. There's no hint of it. The main guy that you have, it's like you know she's gonna end up with this person, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, but other boy possibly love him too, and like the whole second book is basically either her being angry at the guy she's gonna end up with and like hooking up with the other guy, or her not being able to decide between the two of them. I just don't like it, and I've read a lot of books where that's been absent, or they have given the love interest way more development and they've made them more fleshed out, and then anytime I go back to a book series that has a love triangle, I just don't like it. It always falls flat and it gets on my nerves. So I do want the love triangle trope to just go away. Number 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. That is definitely the entire Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Now this is what's weird because I really liked The Infernal Devices by her. That's like one of my favorite book series. I am still in love with Will Herondale. Like, please just like, come on. And like, it was so good. But I've never been able to get into the Mortal Instruments, and I even tried to read like some of her other books, and I could never ever get into them like I did with The Infernal Devices, and I don't know why that is. I tried to watch the TV show, I tried to watch the movie, I never liked it. They always seem to fall flat, and I hear bad things about the ending, so I don't even know if I would like want to read it anyway, but I just can't find myself getting into her books. And number 9, a movie or TV show adaptation that you prefer more than the book. I will rarely say that I liked a movie better than a book. I even have a button on my purse that says the book was better because it normally is. Now, I'm sure there's lots of movies that I've seen that I would probably never read the book adaptation for just because it's not my type of book, but I will say that the Maze Runner movie is so much better than the book, and you will never ever hear me say anything like that ever again, but the Maze Runner, like the actual book, was so boring. I barely made it through it. I skimmed the end of it. I could not. I just couldn't get into it. It was so boring. He spends like the entire book just passed out, and it was just really just annoying. And then the movie came out, and I saw that, and it got me really excited about the books again because I really liked the way that they did the movie. And I tried to read The Scorched Trials, and it was so boring. I just could not get into it. I watched the Scorched Trials movie. I really liked that. I really like the way that they cast that movie. I'm a huge fan of the actor who plays Newt, and the only thing that it ended up leading me to do was looking up summaries for the rest of the books, and they get weird, so I don't even know if I could like muscle through them even if I tried. But yeah, this is the one and only time I will ever say that a movie was better, but Maze Runner movie is better than Maze Runner the book, and if you are on the fence about reading this book, don't just watch the movie. And that about does it. That is my unpopular book opinion tag. I don't know why I thought to tell you guys about me. I would immediately probably make everybody angry by saying that I don't like these things that everybody else seems to love, but it seemed like a lot of fun and I wanted to try it out. And for those of you who don't know too much about me, I am part of Network 1901, which is a Disney YouTube channel / podcast where we just talk about everything under the Disney umbrella, which is really, really awesome. I do Disney bounds over there, theories, just all that kind of stuff. I'm sure some of you probably came from that channel. If you are a fellow networker, then hi, it's nice to see you here. But yeah, I'm really happy that this channel is seeing some growth. Makes me really, really excited. This basically started as a hobby just to get me talking. I just wanted to talk about books with people and nobody wanted to talk about books with me. And I know that there are other people out there like that. So I started this channel and I'm really happy that some of you guys are finding me, reaching out to me, letting me know the books that you're reading, because I want to talk books with you. I say it all the time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I do really want to just talk books just all the time. I'm always up for it. But for now, that is everything got for you today, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.